Basketball fans, welcome back. So I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet talking about, our national team's struggles. And in this video, I'll give another perspective and also add in to a couple of things that I might have missed out on the two-part series I made on the Kenya Morans and the seven-part series I made talking about the team Lioness. So at this point, we are down bad. So with the poor play that we saw from the Kenya Morans about a week ago in Tripoli in the FIBA AfroBasket qualifiers. They went there, they had that walkover against Tunisia, then they lost against Angola and Guinea. So I made two very lengthy videos talking about the whole thing and breaking everything down in real time and getting into the statistics and also giving my perspective in real time and what happened in the game. And also for the women, I also did the same. So in this one, I'll add in a few things that I might have missed there, and just put this thing, to bed, and also keep you updated on anything that emerges. So in the month of February 2025, this month will go down as one of the worst months for national team history with regards to Kenyan basketball. Because as you can see on the graphics on the screen, so I made them and released them on my various social media everywhere. So they have been going and making their rounds. So you can see it's an abysmal record. And you can see on the women's side, they only had one win out of 5 games that they played, and they finished 4th. And the total teams that were playing were 5. And the last team was Burundi, where they went 0 for 5. Kenya were there 1 for 4. That's the women. For the women, it happened early week of February. So I was pretty active then. And I was releasing a lot of videos talking about what really happened. Then on the other side, you can see the men's graphic where they went 1 for 1 of 5. This window for this year in window 3, they didn't win a single game. They had that walkover. They lost against Angola in embarrassing fashion, and they lost against Guinea, subsequently leading to Guinea qualifying. And you can see the win that they got was last year. So the 80-74 was last year, which I also covered extensively on this platform. So I went and did some digging, and I saw that not only does Kenya not qualify for in playing for in the FIBA AfroBasket main event, but also we will miss out on the FIBA World Cup. So the next available tournament that the Kenya Morans are going to go ahead and play will be the AfroChan. And they're not going to even go directly to the AfroChan itself. They have to go through AfroChan qualifiers so that they can be able to get to the AfroCan. So that is the hole that we dug ourselves, because in 2023, I saw that we finished 6th, and we actually did finish 6th. So we will have to go ahead and go through qualifiers, which is another gauntlet. And because of our poor play and because of our regression since 2019, which a lot of people are conveniently omitting, it's very baffling. So there's a reason as to why I took some time before releasing videos talking about the Kenya Morans. I wanted to gauge what are people really saying, because that time I was really dominating the online space. I was releasing videos both on Instagram and YouTube, and also documenting everything as it happened and it unfolded. So I took some time last week just to gauge how people reacted. And one thing that was amazing to me is all the social media platforms that talk about Kenyan basketball went quiet on this issue. And for some reason, I felt like nobody was talking about it at all. The official Team Kenya Instagram did not post our results and graphics. Even with the women failing, I monitored that and I didn't see anything. For the men's failure, they didn't post anything. They were very quick to post even the team preparing the last day for media day. They didn't post it, as if they went there and there was no results. But your boy here, I got you, man. I made sure to alert people and tell people what was really going on. Even with the whole incident of missing that first game because of poor coordination of the flight, I even saw a piece done by NTV, which was actually quite good, because one thing that these corrupt people who are running Kenyan basketball fail to understand is the simple fact that you can't lie to the media. At some point, you have to answer these questions. And luckily enough, NTV were able to get some answers talking about that. And also, had the Kenya Morans missed out on playing this tournament, which where they went ahead and lost all the games, they will have risked being banned for 2 years. And that will mean the NRBC Thunder will not play in BAL. There will be no Zone 5 for us. Both 3x3 and 5x5 will be out because we are banned. And when we come back, we'll have to work our way to those positions. So somewhat, the national team, the Kenya Morans national team, was a sacrificial lamb so that they can save basketball in Kenya. So there was no point where we would have seen that Kenya was even gearing up towards mentally even preparing, because they were just going there and honoring the fixture. So that is one thing that was baffling, and it's something that I took keen observation, and it's something that I think people are not talking about. And majority of even the pages that post Kenyan basketball, that whole weekend, they went silent. They were not posting any results. Majority of them, even the ones that posted, they were not getting any interactions. Majority of the time, people really shied away from, posting our results. And it's something that even a few years ago, I saw a post where the former Secretary General, he came out and said, stop posting our, results there. I saw that post on Facebook. I can't remember when it was or where it is, but I roughly remember that there was that sentiment of like, oh, don't post our results, don't air us out like that. But the funny thing is, all these results are easily fact-checkable in the FIBA website. So it really amazes me how people will stand there and tell you, hey, look, this game, it has ended. Let's focus on what's going ahead. What will happen ahead? Because a lot of times, these things happen, but you don't even audit the games. The only person who was auditing the games and was very honest was me. And I was very consistent at that. While people conveniently shut their mouths to protect their own platforms, they did it intentionally so that they don't affect their bread. Some people, it's very, when they start getting opinionated, what happens is they'll get shut down and they'll get shut out from some privileges they enjoy for free. So that's the main reason as to why they don't speak, even when it comes at the detriment of this sport. And that is something that in this platform I really do not allow, and I really do not condone that, because when you are not honest and you don't even speak when injustice happens, that means that you're complicit and you're also part in the blame as to why things are the way they are. So I was very shocked when nobody was talking about this, and I can even say I was the only person who was talking about this at that time. And I felt people know the truth and know what the problem is, but they choose to turn a blind eye. And even I went hard and I really went in on the federation officials who propagated the culture of impunity and lack of accountability and corruption. I went at them so hard in those videos, and I made sure to alert them that we are watching. And the whole continent was watching. And I even said that the FIBA even in disbelief in what really happened. And you can even see when the last game came to a close, all the books for the national team came in and folded, and they forgot about it. And the next time we'll be active will be in 2 years. So it begs the question, have we learned from our mistakes? Because the next time the women's team will be active will be 2027. And the same time, you'll see the same year, the Kenya Morans will also be active. So then the federation officials have decided to close the books down for the national team and forget about this and forget that it actually happened. And we don't even audit it and don't even ask them any questions. So that's the thing that I have a problem with, because if we're going to carry on with the same, stupidity, then it's something that we also even question the people who are even running media for all the other platforms, because they're not questioning anything. So it's crazy. It's something that is unacceptable. And it's funny to me that I'm the only one who's talking about this thing right now, even when it has just happened barely a week ago. This is not even, sometimes it just happened like a week ago, but some people, especially people who have very short-term memory, and I feel like they suffer from amnesia, will come out and say, this already happened. It's a long time ago, and it only happened like a week ago. So how quickly you move on from failure. But when it came to success, I remember in 2021 when Tyler Ongwa hit that buzzer beater, it was hard all over. Everyone was speaking. Everyone was opening their mouths talking about Tyler Ongwa's buzzer beater. Even they did their rounds on media stations. They went to 10 over 10. They went everywhere. Even I mentioned, even in a video that I released on Instagram talking about this, these people were everywhere. They went there talking about all the things that happened. They said, it took a lot of, even I saw them some places where they were even receiving awards. So when they lose, they are quiet. They snuck into the country. Even the women snuck into the country because they lost. Also, the men snuck into the country. They didn't do any in media. Everyone just went their own ways, and we forgot about it. The only time we saw them resurface was in the BAL event where, BAL in Nairobi, they had a mixer and a meet and greet there where they go and do the occasional photo shoots, which, anyway, all I'm just saying is, let's not be quick to forget the losses, because if we forget this, we'll not be able to learn why this thing happened. And all the people who are very confident with this team and saying that this team was so prepared, or they had everything going on, this is the result. And it's funny to me that nobody wants to talk about this. And yours truly, I will always be airing this out, and I'll always be talking about it, because a lot of people do not want to talk about these things as they happen. So it is what it is. So like, share, subscribe. I'm going to hit you guys next one. I'll be coming out with videos of this nature, talking about how things happen. So yeah, man, I'm out. Peace.